It's your girl, back again. It's your girl with requested Illuminati talk video. Hey, it's your girl, back again. And yes, it's your girl, Aurora. Girl likes cosplay, and I'm here to bring you guys something from my live me show, if you want to call it a show. Probably not a show. Live me live streams, that kind of thing. But before I begin, I do want to say this. I run these kind of talk videos a little bit differently. I talk about two worlds. We have first the Illuminati duality world, and then we split down the middle. We have reality world, where we take a look at both reality and the Illuminati world. If it ties in together, it's kind of like those Venn diagrams: circle Illuminati, circle real life, in the middle gray zone. That's what we're going to be looking at in all the above. So that's my first talk here. Okay. Second rule that I do establish is I do not talk about certain events, because certain events is what triggered in my particular opinion the censorship card to go up, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. The next thing is I say keep everything respectful. I personally, because I am a YouTube creator and because I am talking about something that not a lot of people like to talk about, I have to keep this live stream clean, short, sweet, to the point, all that jazz. So if you are thinking that I do things similar to a certain particular YouTuber who talked about this topic, no, I do not do that. So I run this thing very differently. So as I'm going to say, we look at two worlds. YouTube needs to line up. Yep. We look at two worlds here, guys. We look at split down the middle, duality world, Illuminati land, conspiracy land, reality, and we look at the gray middle in between, what it could be. Okay, guys? Makes sense? Makes sense. Disclaimer, yet again, I have to add these disclaimers multiple times. If you do not believe in this topic, hello, by all means, move on, click on, this ain't the video for you. If you want to learn more about the topic, you can. But yeah, these are all theories until proven true. So that is where I come in and say, hey, the two separate worlds, duality, non-duality, okay? So remember, these are all theories until proven otherwise. However, it does happen that way. So the title states it above. When did the YouTube censorship, when did the censorship card, guys, truly come about, in my opinion? I saw this a couple years ago. It was growing in popularity, and then an event last year triggered it, causing a slew of censorship card up, in my opinion. And I'll get into this in a second. Sippy, drink my water, because I'm on meds. Gotta drink my water, and it is not any pertaining to bipolar, in case anyone's aware. So, not ready to those. And plus two, I'm just a thirsty little hoe. Uh-oh. Demonetized right there. Right there. Strike one. Right there. Okay. So, when did the censorship card fully come up, in my opinion? We all remember the sad shooting that took place. I believe it was not Sandy Hook. That plays into it a little bit. The Aurora High shooting, not quite sure, where we have David Hodge. We had the talk of crisis actors. And guys, for you personally to know, I don't watch TV, but when an event comes up on Facebook, YouTube, news, I will quickly hop on and I will watch it. I am very big on politicals. Very big on it. Because I believe separation of the worlds, reality, the political world, will tie in to the duality, Illuminati world, if you want to call it that. So, politicals play into it big time. Everything is political. Hello, love this topic. Me too. Oh, guys, I love this topic to chew on it. It's so chewy. I love it. There's multiple ranges to go on, multiple theories, and yeah. But the censorship card, guys, came up when we had David Hodge coming about with, don't clock me, I'm forgetting the school's name. Is it the shootings, Aurora shootings? Yes, got to get that truth out. Yeah, thank you, girl. I noticed on Facebook, hello, if you are on Facebook, there was a video that came out about crisis actors. Now, guys, crisis actors, the talk of it in the Illuminati talk, conspiracy circuit, it's been there for a long time, ever since the invention of the internet. There has been, you know, maybe people who watch me do not know this, but when the internet started to come about in the 90s, I remember, you know, do the dial-up, typing in, and you got to wait an hour or so before your chat room came up. Well, there was a bunch of these black screened chat rooms that had this kind of talk on it. So this kind of talk dates back way before. It was really an underground kind of thing until internet really blew it up, per se. Does it make sense? I think so. So when the crisis actors started to come about, there was a video that went on YouTube, or not YouTube, Facebook. But before that took place, with the demonitoring, I want to quickly throw this in before we get to this topic. The demonitoring on YouTube, guys, that all came about from somebody on YouTube found out that worked for YouTube that they were promoting a white supremacist video. Okay? The sponsors for YouTube, guys, we don't talk to them. We don't, you know, it's not like a direct conversation. Hey, yo, this is Aurora. This girl likes cosplay. How you doing, said producer? How you doing? It's not like that. On YouTube, we didn't have to deal with any of that. You just email, boom, if you just click that little monitor button, and if your video met the criteria, you would get monitored. Case point, good. Later on, if you were monitored and you had some copywritten strikes, they would of course find that out via their algorithms, whatever the case may be, and they would send you a little email saying, hey, your video has copyright, but there's nothing against your channel, no strikes. Just be aware your videos will not be shown in these countries, this country, etc. And if it was really bad, you would get the take the down video. It's been taken down. You would get your channel suspended. Those kind of things. So with that topic, they found out on YouTube that they were promoting white supremacist things with their monetization, meaning channels that hit that criteria peak were allowed to get monitored. And so someone from YouTube said, whoa, hold the phone. We as creators don't, or we as a company do not want to promote this. So then we had the adpocalypse, where now YouTube is catering to the, not clientele, not us, not creators, sorry, no. It's more towards the companies that are there sponsoring. That's why everything now, and if you guys have noticed on YouTube now, it used to be one commercial, now there's 2 commercials, less skip buttons. It's for a point. It's for a purpose, okay? If that makes sense. Now this is reality world, guys. This is the split line reality world. This is a real life event that triggered it. My sources for this are Young Turks. You type in Young Turks Adpocalypse or white supremacists and Google adding and stuff like that. Go and type that in on the Young Turks. They still have it. It was from last year prior, and there may be some leading up to it before. Those are my resources. And then go to Secular Talk. He also too talked about this because I heard crickets when it came to news outlets. That's MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. The 4 to 5 major figureheads that they are promoting, pushing to the top of the list, we're getting pushed down. That is what's happening. I'll get into that in a sec. So we had that go down where YouTube found out, oh, holy moly, we are sponsoring and giving money to these people who are white supremacists and some hate speech folk. We don't like that. So now RuleTube changing, rules to change. Boom. That was the first wave. The second wave that came about, that is a real event. We're not in the Illuminati world yet. We're in the real world topic. The next event that came about that I have mentioned before was crisis actors. Crisis actors, holy moly, there was a video that even I clicked on and I shared, like, just, oh my God, thinking about it. It was on my mind, thinking about it, and I'm like, this can't be, because guys, I want to state this now for any other conspiracy theorist out there. I run this differently. Real people die in government planned events, whatever you want to call it. Real people die. So I get that. That's why I highly recommend nobody ever go to anyone's family member of an event, of a terrorist group, anything of that nature, any event and dare say that person was this. No. My backstory, guys, my uncle died in 9/11. Daniel John Lee, first plane hit the first tower. Yippee skippy, that was not a fun one. I have people on forums talking about me, saying I'm not real, I'm a shill working for the government, all this jazz. I think my mom might just stop by. So they were coming after me, saying my family was not real. When reality, I was a child in middle school. I wasn't awake back then, so I had to talk to these kind of people to try to say, hey, there's more to this story than meets the eye. This is a real person. He's dead, gone. But they got on me, yada, yada, yada. And so this is where I quickly learned that with this topic, we as conspiracy theorists can get it wrong. So that's why I highly promote that anyone believes in this theory, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Hence the reason I split two worlds. They got it wrong on my side in reality world. I'm not a shill. So conspiracy theorists need to admit when they're wrong, they're wrong. That's just another shtick. But it all became about crisis actors, and there was a video on YouTube that was shared, and it got a lot of shares, and then here came the debate that started the whole entire censorship and everything taken down from YouTube, pushed to the bottom of the list. This is where it's coming about right now. And sorry guys, I'm seeing the comments come up. I can't read. I will read these comments after. I always respond. I always look. If anything's rude, I delete. That kind of stuff. So the event that took place was this video was being shared repeatedly. And then it started the topic. If you guys watch the news outlets, I remember seeing a couple news branches saying these crisis actors. We got a few of them coming from a few years ago. But last year was where it really blew up from this video that came about calling David Hodge a crisis actor, all these things. And guys, if you believe in that, no problem. But the thing is that when you get a lot of people believing in it, people will go to the families, as I said, and just blam, 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 blam. And without keeping in mind that real people die in these kind of events. So yeah, that's why we can't talk about a hot topic no more. We can't talk about that. The algorithms have changed. Get into that in a sec. So with the crisis actor video, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google all got together because it was such a big heated topic that everyone was talking about. And it was on major news outlets, of course, because if we split the world, reality, duality now, we're going into this world. If you don't want people, you want to make people seem like this is fake, blah, 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 get the truth out there, that kind of thing. In the Illuminati world, it's damage control kind of thing. Do I believe in crisis actors? A part of me does believe it, but do I believe children crisis actors? No. Do I believe everybody that's in an event that has been, on the news talking, that has been, radio interviewed? No. I do not believe every single one is a damn crisis actor. I don't. I'm sorry. If you don't like me in that, I apologize. That's just me. As I stated before everyone came on, I believe in this topic, but at the same time, I don't, and I will discredit the ones I don't believe in until I've seen some good evidence and hardcore versus otherwise. So if you're part of this that believes in it, I'm sorry, this might not be the section for you. But as I stated, YouTube, Twitter, Google, Facebook, all of those people from that topic in that video from crisis actors in that big debate got together and said no more. No more. Any of these controversial topics, we can't, say cancel them, delete them, because that's actually stepping on your constitutional right. You have the right to talk about these topics. We have the right to say, hey, that 9/11 thing, yeah, I think it was planned. Okay. Many people don't like people saying that. But in reality, we have a constitutional freedom. As I said, I am a free speech absolutist. You should be able to come on and say your opinion. Of course, there's going to be backlash. People can, of course, backlash. You can say apology. You cannot say an apology. But there might be backlash, there might be not. I'm entitled to my opinion, but, cognitive, yeah. But, that kind of stuff. See, sorry guys, when I read a comment, my mind goes off and I have to stay on track. We don't want the bipolar side to go woo woo, because this is such a good topic that I can chew on all day. All day, every day of the week. It is a good chewy topic to top on. Let's continue. So they all got together and said no more. Now we cannot take down these things, or we can't stop these videos from coming up, because it is a constitutional freedom for, I think it's the First Amendment, yeah. Your right to speech, right to press, right to all this stuff. They can't exactly take them down like that. So what did Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter do? They changed the algorithms around to where all the videos, conspiracy theorist videos, were pushed, that they were promoting, that they would be off on your side suggestion bar, okay? All of these videos that were on your suggestion bar are now pushed down to the way low. So we're not getting suggested anymore. Unless you are subscribed to the channel itself, already knowing the channel, or looking the video you want to look up, it will not come up. They are no longer promoting those kind of controversial topics. Now, is it just Illuminati topics? No. It is all the way across the board. Young Turks, the news outlet that I'm talking about, also got hit with the adpocalypse. And they have a bigger branch than, Fox News in the morning. More people listen to them than Fox News. Why aren't they getting promoted in the sidebar? Interesting. You know what I mean? We have Secular Talk. They're taking down anyone who is and what is a controversial topic? For the news, reality, not the duality, reality world. For news outlets, anything is controversial. If you even just type in, like how I typed in mine right now, I'm expecting to get a strike or something about changing the title, something of that nature. Trigger words. Certain words, for instance, if you type in on YouTube right now in your search bar, crisis, that will come up. Actors will not. That was another thing that they did. They changed the algorithms so that certain words, when you type them in on YouTube, will not show up. No correction for those words, none of those words. Remember when you used to type in and it would give you the suggestions of what you were looking at, what possibly you might have been thinking about clicking on? They don't do that anymore either. And that is on Google, that's on Twitter, that is on Facebook, and that is on here. That was the event that really triggered the censorship card, in my opinion, to fully go up. They were already doing this in the works, okay? So that's where I'm seeing it come from, was the topic on Facebook when it came to crisis actors, when it came to all this stuff, okay? The next thing I'm going to get at, because I saw someone's comment on here that said strikes. The strikes bar, guys, is so suggestional. It is ridiculous. Just for a title, you have to change the algorithms up. Sometimes you got to change the certain brackets up, because YouTube, if you have a certain word, like if something happened where I said 9/11, 9/11's in my topic bar, my video, my thing, strike right there. And on YouTube, guys, you only get 3 strikes and you are out, meaning your channel is taken down completely. Your videos are gone, all this stuff. Now, as creators, before it gets to that point, we have a say. Like, say for instance, I'm on here and I have 2 strikes and I know I'm going to get my 3rd. I have an opportunity to take down my channel, meaning put it on private. All my videos, private. Everything, private. I don't believe, I know if those strikes will still be there if all of a sudden the person took off the channel and said, hey, I'm off of private now and I'm back. I don't know how that comes about and how that works. I have yet to research that. But from what I do know, we as creators have that hot pressed opportunity that if we see our channel being taken down, we have a right to make it private and our videos are saved. Our hard work is saved. They're still on YouTube. No one can access them, but we have them personally. So that is something as creators we can do, if that makes sense. But that, in my opinion, was the event that really held up the censorship card, was the hot topic debate about crisis actors in the media. Now, it's happened before at 9/11, but it didn't get a lot of airtime. It got a lot of airtime because it involved children, such as David Hodge, all that stuff. That is where the topic came from. Interesting. You get a lot of interesting comments, guys, on here for people who sometimes try to troll, and you're looking at it, and it's like, I know I'm nutty, but that's going beyond me, that kind of thing. So, with that being said, after the crisis actors debacle, all this stuff, we get pushed down to the bottom of the list. That is on Google too. If you type in anything controversial, you might as well know what you were typing in. For instance, if I typed in Kanye West, MK Ultra reprogramming article, nurse article, I have to know the article's name and who was involved for me to pull up that article on Google, and guaranteed it's not the first one. The ones that I've seen when I pulled this up recently, like right before I had the video, was Kanye West hospitalized, Kanye West release, MK Ultra, which is of course on Wikipedia. And then I think 4 to 5 lines down, then it was the article. So do you see what I mean? They keep pushing it. And unless you know what you are typing in, you're not going to know. There was another scandal too on YouTube where, I don't know if it was with the algorithms. I'm speaking in reality world before we get to the fun one here. That a lot of creators were noticing that unless you hit the bell, hit that bell for notifications, you're not going to get the email of when your channel uploaded a video. Before, you just got an email right away. Now you got to hit that bell, ding-a-ling, ring my bell, that kind of stuff, for notifications. So people were noticing that, for instance, Young Turks, Secular Talk, that happened in me in my case, we're noticing that the channels we were subscribed to were suddenly unsubscribed from. And I had to re-find the channel to click it again. That was another thing that was popping up that had YouTube creators going, excuse me, my people, you're not putting me in the suggestions bar anymore. You are not promoting this video when it meets the guidelines. You're not this, you're not that. And if any one of us disagrees about a video, you can email it and you can dispute it. But the emails I have seen on here from multiple YouTubers bigger than myself, really big one in the millions here, they just get generic emails thrown at them. And they don't really want to talk about it 110%. So YouTube is not catering anymore to the people. It is now catering to the people they are promoting, which is sponsors. Everything's for money, guys. This is money makes the world go round. What's on your money? That nice big old pyramid, nice old eye in the sky, baby. Eye pie in the sky. That's what makes it go round. So we are no longer catered to in this industry of YouTube. So that's pretty much where I've noticed, guys, where the crisis card is now officially up. If you check my comments, if you check any video now, you get that little bracket that says, please keep comments respectable. Please keep comments respect. That's okay, because the platform has a right to do that. Where I am now concerned, and this is going into the Illuminati side, the gray zone. Remember, if you guys just join me, which no one was on when I explained this, the way I look at it is Venn diagram. Illuminati circle, reality circle, and in the middle you have that gray zone where it connects, kind of thing. You see the differences, similarities, connects there. 2 differences, similarities, yeah. Oh boy. So, see, guys, I lost my train of thought because I went off on a topic here. Let me see, gray zone, Venn diagram. If someone wants to quickly shoot me a comment on where I was on this topic, please let me know, or else we're going to be sitting here for quite a second. I'm going to get some more water. Sip it, sip it. You shouldn't believe in this man. You shouldn't, however... that's... Thank you. I don't know who that was. That one totally gets me. Hold on one second. Okay. This now leads into, thank you, whoever that was. This now leads into where I'm concerned about, okay? And this comes with Alex Jones now, all right? Alex Jones was canceled. And when I mean canceled, he's not on Google, Facebook, anywhere. He still has his radio show from what I believe, but he ain't on, you know, all this stuff. That kind, pretty cup, thank you. My friend got it from the Renaissance Fair for me, for a birthday present. But from what I'm seeing, guys, oh man, see, I always go off on that kid, or oh, wait, there it is, bingo. This is where it comes to now Alex Jones. He got in trouble, and I can see where he definitely shouldn't have gotten in trouble for, or he should have, sorry. He was calling these parents fakers. He was calling it this. It's the crisis actor thing he was talking about. This had just taken place in the same area of time with Alex Jones. He was talking a long time ago about crisis actors, and this is what I tell people who believe in this topic not to do, is to tell other people to go to their other page and look up stuff and go talk to the families, do your own No! No, 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 no. What do I state here? Real people die in these events. Done, done, done. We are all numbers to a government. Done. If you don't believe in that, okay. But if you think Uncle Sam got your back when you really are low, no, he don't. I got news for you. He ain't a real person. He ain't there to get, you know, get that back like Jesus. He ain't that. So this is where it makes sense to me. And this is where, guys, I am concerned about. If you're not concerned about it, that's on you. But I'm with Secular Talk on this one. And Secular Talk and Young Turks, guys, do not believe in conspiracy theories. They make fun of us. They don't believe in it. But I agree with this, what Secular Talk is saying. When you take a person down and cancel them completely, you are now doing a slippery slope line. That is slippery slope. You are now impeding on the person's constitutional freedoms. You may not like what the person has to say, and do these platforms have a right to, you know, to delete him? Of course. But should he be silenced completely? No, not in my opinion. In my opinion, guys, these topics do not harm the person. They don't. Unless the person is not a celebrity. Okay? What do I mean by that? Celebrities have their entourages to where they don't have to look up this. And that goes into the Illuminati world too. They don't want them looking up this, but they don't look this up. They have people handling their accounts, answering mails for them, answering everything of that nature for them. They don't see the hate stuff unless they really look at it, and if they do, they laugh at it, and then it's whatever, if they're real people. Like I said, in my case, people who were coming at me for 9/11 stuff were completely wrong. Dead wrong. I mean, dead wrong, to the point where it's like, yo, you there? Like, they're on the other side of the world. It's dead wrong. So, Alex Jones, I can see where he got taken down, but this is a very big, slippery slope that really is not good. And I do see one that says people will come back fighting harder. That is true. That is true, but this is where my thing is, guys, is that I'm worried that our constitutional freedoms in free speech is coming up big time, and that is with the censorship card fully up. What do I talk about censorship card, guys? There is a 1995 Illuminati card game. My friend Mary talked about it. Many people on YouTube talked about it before. The YouTube pushing everyone down in no suggestion bars, which is a real event. In the 1995 card game, it's called the Illuminati card game. Now, some of these cards, we as theorists and normal people have noticed them happen. They have Exploding Trade Towers card. This is in 1995, mind you, and it in the card. If you type it in on Google, I am not going to show no handouts. I don't got no money for that, and guys, it takes a lot of money. I know how much money it takes, and woohoo, I'm too poor to care. So nope. If you want to look this up, just type it in on Google. It will come up, click images, make the judgment for yourself. All I can say. People say you shouldn't believe in this man. You have a right to believe in it if you want to, and if there's some connections, we're going to see the connections. Such as Freemasonhood. I have 5 friends who are in the Masonic temple, church, not church, I believe it's synagogue, temple? I'm not one of them, so. But they do tell me that, for instance, the okay sign. Guys, we've been trained, this when we're raised up, this is okay. In Freemasonic beliefs. Okay, and this is actual from their little books, their little books that they hand out just like any religion, anything. There's 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and I believe the 4th one goes under here. It's weird. There's 4 of them, and each one means something different. Okay, that is crazy. Now, see, guys, certain topics, I'm seeing names coming up in my thing here. I'm going to refrain from the names because, sadly, we're in the censorship world now. We gotta not, you can talk about the name, but when it comes to certain topics, no. On my Instagram, guys, I have a screenshot that is still up. I believe I tagged my friend in it before, she decided to just be done with it. That I got a few people holding this symbol. Really weird, mind you, for 5 to 10, 15 minutes in an actual speech in the government. This is an Illuminati, or not Illuminati, sorry, Freemasonic symbol. Now, Freemasonhood and Illuminati, guys, are 2 separate things. But a lot of them play into the secret stuff, the secretiveness, the hand gestures. It all plays into it. But do I separate it? Yes, because it is different. Very different. Where else can I go with this? Because, yeah. So, with the 1995 card game, guys, the censorship card says that media outlets, you can somebody, the whole entire purpose of the card game is to have fun. It's a game. But you have to pay attention to what is read in the little title. Now to our president today. If you don't believe in this, go ahead. But there is a card that was in the 1995 game that said, "Enough is enough." Have we heard this line? Enough is enough. There's been posters on Facebook, if you are linked to the Democratic stuff, you'll see a lot of people holding signs that have said, "Enough is enough." That's an actual card in the deck. And guys, you can buy this game. It's on eBay, but if you want to pay $369 for this game, go ahead. I don't got the money. So you can collect the cards on eBay for relatively $10 cheap individually, but it is about, I think it's a $64 or 64 deck card game. Anything of that nature. What is that? Is that a butterfly clip I had? Oh yeah. I'll take my hair down, it might hurt. So there is that card that says enough is enough. And this is where, for me personally, when I see stuff like this in the realistic, then we have the Illuminati topic, and then we have that gray zone. That game is in that gray zone for my own reason and belief, because my uncle died 9/11. The card that is the Twin Towers card, it shows exactly where those planes hit that tower. Exactly. Identical to the T. Cross my heart. Hope to die. Stick a needle in my eye. It's there. I've looked it up. Okay? And before, when I came on believing some of this topic, guys, what really opened my eyes were the people on the forum pages. Come on now, you gonna come out easily on live stream? Probably not. That really opened my eyes to this, and I had to do research on myself. Okay? Because I was full-heartedly believing that this topic that I'm talking to you guys about was a joke, was a myth, was a turd, was a. But when I looked this up from the databases from America Flight Airlines, okay, it says, and it shows the duration, on the time and date of when my uncle's plane took off. On their charts, it shows when the time the plane was in the hangar. Next box, duration of time wheels are on the ground. Next box over, duration of time wheels are in the air. All of those are 0. And if you take off every time, now this is where, people who don't believe in this topic, this is where I have to say, this is awkward to me, and this is very alarming to me. When a plane takes off from this ground, it is pinged on multiple satellites. Towers, you name it, it is pinged. Duration of time wheels were in the air for my uncle's plane is a 0 from their database. A loophole that not a lot of people see. and I saw it, and I'm going, this was a BS. My uncle died in 9/11. The towers were hit. I don't believe in this conspiracy stuff, but then I'm seeing from my own eyes and research, the wheels weren't off the ground. The plane never left the hangar. Where is the plane? Do you see where I'm kind of going like, what? As a person who did lose a family member. And before I was fighting conspiracy theorists on this topic, thinking it was a bunch of BS, when they showed something to me that I was like, that is a little weird, I can't explain it. I typed it in on Google trying to disprove it. I couldn't disprove it. That was a genuine fact. I couldn't disprove that. It's a fact. Not monitored, not redid for anyone's purpose to, for deception. It was a genuine thing. So that's where I opened my eyes going, what the and then I looked and I listened, and the first person I actually watched was Mary 40. And of course, when I first watched her, I'm going, nope, I don't buy it. Ha ha ha. Nope. Bullshit. But then she started to show the handouts. And like, I know people make fun of her for the handouts, but guys, the handouts was kind of, we see every day this stupid, I even did this for my cover thing because it's an attention grabber. This thing. We see them all. This has a root in Masonhood. And that is based a lot on deception, secretivity, and a lot of my friends who are in the Masonic Brotherhood have stated that in their, in their things. We're all crazy sheep if someone would open their mind. Well, that's the thing, guys, like, especially with these kind of topics, if you open your mind up too much, you're going to see things all the time, and it is in your face all the time from what I've seen. But if you don't see it and you remain oblivious, that isn't good either. Just because, the government, and this is a real thing for propaganda, for war, and anything of that nature, the government can make propaganda videos, they can twist your belief in everything. Let's just say there's a lot of interesting things that we can no longer discuss because that censorship card, in my opinion, is up. And it sucks. Because me as a free speech absolutist, no matter what you say, you can say the most vile things to me, and I'd be all like, I disagree 110%. If I know you, okay, I may let it slide, but if I don't know you, I will not associate with you. That kind of stuff. I believe in freedom of speech no matter what. No matter what. That's just me. I have rumors on me, and it's like, whatever. I know me, I know whatever. Go ahead and keep going with it. But that's where I've really learned, guys, where the censorship card is now up and where we're getting these little tiny, keep everything nice in the comments. All this stuff. So my main concern, if you're all for Alex Jones being taken down and stuff, good for you. My main concern is that's a dangerous, slippery slope. That is dangerous. We don't want, and for anyone who also thinks this topic is bizarre, look at South Korea and North Korea and China. The government makes sure stuff that don't get in that country, that includes TV shows, books, animated movies, certain things they can keep their civilians from watching. That's real. That is a real thing. And anyone tells me that's an Illuminati bullshit, no, we know this already. This is a real thing. So when I hear some of these topics come about Illuminati and remove the word Illuminati, in my opinion, and throw in government. Throw in oligarchy. Throw in whatever you want to put it. Throw in Thanos, for all I care. But do you see where, in my opinion, some of this stuff could be real? And when I say some, Not all. I don't believe in cloning someone straight off the bat. I don't believe that someone is a clone in Hollywood. I don't believe Eminem is a different clone. I don't believe in lizard people. I don't believe certain things like that. So if you come at me with that, I'm good. But other things such as what the government wants us not to watch, wants us not to listen to, wants us not to read, wants us how to speak, how to react, how to not say something to offend somebody. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I believe in that. Because we have a lot of governments in this world that do that. That hush what their civilians say. And it can go for fear. It can go for anything. And to keep the public blind eye is so easy to do. Give people distractions. And it seems to me in America, more people are more concerned about their celebrities, their toys, and not so much what's going down worldwide. It's not good. 2 years ago, the president of the Philippines, if we're on this topic about martial law. Now, this is a topic that does scare me because it can happen. It happened in the Philippines. I believe it was for 60 days, an island in the Philippines was on under martial law. And the wonderful president, and I say this loosely, I do not like the president of the Philippines at all. He went to this wonderful place with the martial law, and he killed 400 some odd people, I believe. The numbers might be higher or lower. I can't quite remember. This was on Young Turks, and it was on Secular Talk, real life event. That he killed drug users and people who were using or selling drugs. Now, what are drug users and what constitutionalized that? I hate to say it because this is a hot topic and this is a trigger word. Watch out if I get a strike, you're going to know the reason why, and I'll put it up saying, hey, got a strike, this is the reason why. Anyone who uses marijuana, opioids, sells them, disperses them, you name it, he is against. But he, as the president of the Philippines, is highly addicted to fentanyl. Fentanyl is a big killer. And if anyone tells me, because this is going to go into a different branch of conspiracy theories for chronic pain patients that I'm under when it comes to our medications, in our belief, there's no opioid crisis. There's been a decrease in use since 2016, and a big decrease, because the cap is now going from 28. 2020, they want it to go to 40-something. They want it to, the opioids are dwindling. Where people are being misinformed is they're saying opioids, just whatever. No, fentanyl is now on the streets as the new drug killer, drug user, the craving aspect, that stuff. Fentanyl is what you're not hearing in the United States is the killer. They're sweeping it under the rugs as opioids. Now, this, guys, goes into another topic. Now, that is a realistic event. This is real. All real stuff, guys, I've been talking to you about have been in reality world. Now we're going to go, switching over to that circle, we're going to go to duality for a second. We're going to go to the Illuminati, government control, conspiracy theorist side. Okay? From the president of the Philippines doing what he did. He didn't arrest somebody. No, he had his people killed. He told his people to go kill these drug users. He told civilians in his frickin' speeches, I pushed someone out of a bus or a plane because he was a drug user. I want you to do the same. I will cover you. Trump has said the same thing. And our lovely Fiera, I don't want to say that, oh God, I'm going to get so much bashed right now. Sorry, slippage. Sorry, YouTube, sorry, slippage. I will refrain because we're under censorship. Our president had said something very similar about pertaining to police and about people going into cop cars. You know how you watch their head, how you put your hand down before they go, and you can remove their hand. Very similar things, but not quite so severe, our leader has said. It is on record. Videotape. You can't disprove that. Real event. But in duality world, they want to get people down to a certain number. And this is all going now, and we're in reality now. Go back from, not reality, we're in duality. Go away from reality, now we're in Illuminati talk. The Georgia Guidestones has said, and this has been up for many a time, that to maintain a balanced population, you have to keep the people underneath 500,000. I don't even know what the number is. It involves a whole bunch of zeros and a 5. Okay? A long number. But we're way above that population number. We're way above it. So how do they get rid of you? How do they make it, to where, without people noticing, people going away? Now, natural events is a big topic. A lot of conspiracy theorists say man-made weather. I'm on the fence with that one because I'm not incredibly 110% 100 thinking that the government can control the weather. I don't believe that. Now, there has been proof from This Is Reality World where scientists have said they're trying to cool down or stop global warming by putting some shit in the air to cool it down in the atmosphere. This is a real thing on Facebook, a real topic they were talking about. And when I saw that, everyone's like, chemtrails, chemtrails, chemtrails. I'm thinking chemtrails, but something else. That's a little issue that I'm having. But that's them. Anything to help, right? Cool down. We're in 101 weather in California right now. It's hot. But when water starts to deplete, it's going to happen. And this is where my concern also goes into this, is that they say in 2050, the Middle East will be uninhabitable. What does that mean? No water, no animals, no growing crops. No one can live out there unless you are hell-bent on it, and you might die because of the heat. This is from climate change. When climate change hits and water, we're in a drought right now. When water goes down, that's your danger point. You're going to get people going cray-cray. You're going to get people, it's for water, for food, and they want to keep us sick. Right now in the chronic pain patient community, guys, with this opioid crisis, my kind of people are flocking to the streets for heroin, which is almost similar to opioids, but there's more trash in it. It's not FDA approved. And what are happening to us, our people? We are dying at a faster rate. We have chronic pain patients committing suicide at a higher rate. This is a reality. We have people overdosing from fentanyl-laced drugs that were not maintained by the government, that were not FDA approved. We're getting killed off. And have you ever heard on news? I've seen 3 of them. 3 news articles, one from CNN, MSNBC, thank you CNN and those news applicants, because wow, no one else is, and then from a UK news bracket. You do not hear in America, opioids saved my life. They do not want you knowing about this. Why? We are getting killed. They want to maintain the population under a certain number. Don't offer those people help. They are telling doctors not to treat us if you have opioids, and that is an actual statistical study that Harvard has done. It is on Google, it is on Facebook. 40% of doctors, they are telling, now this is the government, not the doctors themselves, government, telling them not to treat us, push us to a program. That maintains us in what way? Urine drug tests, random pill counts. If you miss 2 appointments, you do not get your medications. If you have any disagreement about what the doctors have given to you or have saying to you, you do not get your medications, and you can be removed from the program. And these medication, guys, in my case, I take the lowest dose and I cut it into quarters, into halves for Percocet. I'm not afraid to admit this one. That's another, another demonitored. Watch out, strikes. Oh, man. Because, censorship. We can't talk about this either. That's a big hot topic. The way that they're treating us is criminal. And we are dying at a bigger rate more than most. And that's reality. And that's what they're pushing us to do. Pushing to do. And that's the government. So anyone who says you shouldn't believe in this kind of stuff, when I look at the political side and then I look at the Illuminati side, the conspiracy side, and I'm seeing connections going, This cannot be right. This has to be a conspiracy. This has to be real. And even Fox, not Fox News, Secular Talk, Kyle Kliflinski, if I can't remember the last name, but Kyle Klinsky, that's it, from Secular Talk. He is saying, someone who does not believe in conspiracy theorist videos, guys, that, ow, my legs, that this has to be a real thing, especially with the Google adpocalypse and pushing everyone down, and his channel getting strikes, everyone's channel, anyone they're not agreeing with, anything controversial. Even he's saying this has to be real. This has to be someone behind the scenes doing this. And this is someone who don't believe in conspiracy theories. Normal people are seeing this too. But not enough. If you want to believe this topic is fake, by all means, you can believe it and go about your merry day and go ahead. For those of us who who do believe partially in it and are concerned, I'm concerned about, for instance, when you remove Alex Jones, you are removing someone's speech. And West Pro Baptist Church, remember the one that said, thank God for 9/11, thank God for dead soldiers? They're not taken down, but Alex Jones is. He was being sued for completely, just in my opinion, he had no sensitivity when it came to this topic, because why? He thought that everyone was involved. No, I'm here to tell you, real people die in these real events. If they're put on by the government or not, real people die. He didn't have a heart. But he's canceled now, 100, and that's like a slippery slope for me. So guys, in conclusion, because this is going on, ow, my legs, 51 minutes, I hurt, this is a long live stream. This concludes my live stream. Like I said, I do things differently. I don't show handouts, and if I did, cool. But I show handouts, if I did, on a more relatable topic when it comes to symbolism and stuff. But yeah, this is where I've noticed, guys, that the censorship card came about. It first came about when the talk of crisis actors came about, and then it was YouTube finding out that they were sponsoring people with hate speech with ads and stuff like that. The sponsors didn't like that, so now they cut that off. And now we're at our little keep guidelines and everything, you know, nice and nice and nice. So, and then Alex Jones, and yeah. So that's basically the crisis actors topic, is what I've seen on YouTube, or sorry, Facebook and YouTube and on the media. That's where it sparked it. So, believe if you want to, believe it or not. Do I believe in something else that the government, remove Illuminati, government is doing and planning? Yes, I do, because they have been building mass bunkers for a long time now for the rich in case anything went down. This is real. You can go look it up. You can buy one. You can get a silo and a missile silo, a room, and nice, beautiful equipment, but you got to be a billionaire for that. And it's 3 down payments on a house, plus the house. So, plus your arm and leg and heart and everything in between. You can buy this. You can. Type it in. They're for sale. So why are they doing that? We don't know, but the ones who do know, at the top of the pyramid, as Roseanne Barr said, at the top of the pyramid, they know. The ones who fall under don't. So that's another thing too. If anyone don't believe in this topic, really listen to your celebrities. Really listen. Britney Spears once said, when Barbara Streisand said, oh, you must be so chaotic with your schedule, getting to go all over the world, and when she says, no, it's too controlled. People don't listen. They don't. They really don't. But that goes into a whole other topic. And if you guys would like me to go into MK Ultra and to go into what it pertains, what was the purpose of it, all that jazz, I'm going to have to see the likes go up to at least 9 to 10. That's going to be me. If it's not up to 9 to 10 likes, I'm probably going to stay away from it, even though like it is a topic I love to chew on. I chew on it on Live Me. I don't chew on it here. And most stuff on Live Me have been nice. But yeah, so I have to see that up to 9 to 10. This topic, guys, can get my channel with strikes because it is a controversial topic. It really is. Even if you keep out all the names, for me, it's going on what's on the title, to what do I say realistically, what do I show, what resources I bring up. all that jazz. So, if you liked it, thumb it up. If you would like it to continue, everyone, that kind of stuff. And as I did state, these are all topics we are allowed to talk about, but please do not go to any family members ever who are suffering from a terrorist attack, whether you think they're crisis actors or not. That ain't cool. You never do that. And keep in mind, conspiracy theorists, individuals, we can get it wrong. It's all theories until we have solid proven evidence. Proven to where everyone who looks at it goes, okay, not to where we have different multiple, that kind of stuff. Because you can really, really F up somebody's life who has lost somebody dearly in them, to them. So keep that in mind. I would never ever say, go up to a family member and debate this. Never. You do that, you're a heartless monster, in my opinion. That's how I am. So, okay, guys, that's it. 9 to 10 likes if you want this to continue. And yeah, that there can close this long live stream about, hey, when did the adpocalypse come about? When did the censorship card come out? And are we still in censorship? Absolutely. Is it going to get worse? Probably. Get used to it. So, okay, guys, love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all did enjoy. Hope it was classy, not trashy. And bye, guys. See you again next time. Bye. Bye, chocolate ice.